And I'm assuming, these are the best destinations for them. But Brazil's a beautiful country as well. Obviously, now I'm from Canada, so when we get anywhere outside and there's a beach, everything's more beautiful than Canada. But for Brazilians, when you come here, I mean, you have those islands in the north outside of Salvador. It's very comparable to Thailand in terms of the environment and the scenery. So when you're a Brazilian coming to Thailand, are you that stunned?
I think so, because it's different. Thailand is completely different in terms of, even though it's an island, the sea and the beautiful nature, is a tropical country as we are as well. But there's something, very special here. Is the landscape is a little bit different, like when you see those reefs and the color of the ocean, and also the vibe, the atmosphere is completely different. And for us that you are in Brazil, we are used to that. So when you go abroad, everything is different. And the parties, they love being there because of the parties as well.
Many Brazilians, when they're traveling abroad, especially as yourself being a Brazilian, in Brazil, you need to be quite aware of your surroundings. Yeah. You're not wearing a watch. You're not wearing a chain. You're not walking around on your cell phone in Rio. How does that translate coming into Thailand? Do those radars drop off immediately, or does it take time?
I think it takes time. I can tell you, by my own experience, it took a little while, but just a little while, in England, in Australia, and here as well. Here is different because here you feel completely safe, yes?
You drop your guard.
Yes. But the problem is when you go back to Brazil, because it takes a while now I'm not that free again, so I need to understand that I need to be always aware, and it doesn't come immediately like that. So it's amazing to come and feel this here, and then when you go there, you feel a little bit sad that why this beautiful place as well, and you cannot have the same kind of feeling, because there's also not just the physical concern, but the emotional and psychological concern as well. If you see, because you are always alert, yes.
You're always on that fight or flight instinct,
exactly.
Always in Brazil.
So this is not good. And then when you come here, you relax.
Is it like that in every city, or is Rio worse than Belo Horizonte?
Well, of course, you have different levels. Yes, Rio is a different and special level of it. But Belo Horizonte as well, especially the big cities in general, you need to be more aware. And of course, Brandon, many people, they think that this happens in everywhere. And of course not. You have specific areas of each city where you need to be more aware or less. You can even relax, get your phone and check sometimes, Even at night, you can come back walking back home. It's not that in everywhere, but you need to be aware in everywhere.
Have you ever had a serious issue in Brazil with someone trying to steal from you, rob from you? Most Brazilians will tell you in an encounter.
Yes, I had it. In my south of Bahia, where I have my family, we go there every year for holidays. And one night, two guys came inside of the house and took me with guns and made me open the house where my family was. My family was inside, my mom, my stepdad, my sisters. So I had to open the house because I was sleeping outside in another room. So I had to open the house for them, and they came inside. They put us in a sofa we are here now, sitting one next to the other, two guns pointed to us, and they went, they took a lot of things. After 2 hours, 2.5, they left. It was a very, very traumatic, let's say, experience, because then you see your life in someone else's hand, and you don't know what they pretend with you there, So you are just, or the intent. Yes.
But they don't usually end up shooting. They're just there to steal and kind of take off.
Well, it happens as well, man, because sometimes they come, of course, they are worried as well, because they know that they are doing some shit, yes? So they are worried about getting caught, this and that. So they are in this very stressed mode. So if you react, or if you try, sometimes because of R$1 or $1, I don't know, because one cell phone, you lose your life. I don't know, give it to me, and then boom. It happens a lot. And every new day, it's being more like that. The violence gets, the level of violence gets higher and higher, unfortunately.
Why is this happening so much in Brazil? Is it the poverty, the economics, the political structure? I mean, it seems every Brazilian I've ever talked to has that story.
Yeah. I think, Brendan, it's all that you said together and a little bit more, if you see, of course, the social difference, it impacts a lot, yes. But I think the biggest cause is education. You know, unfortunately, our system doesn't assist every poor person that we have in Brazil. And sometimes they grew up in a very hard reality where stealing, selling drugs and fighting for that, and then is what they grew up watching in their life. So they reproduce it later on, you know. And also many people there, the drug dealers, and they get these young guys, 12, 13, 14 years old, but very strong already, and then they get them to work for them. Because if they do some shit, the law in Brazil, like you need to be over 18 to go. So they put the punishment for who is under 18 is much lighter than for who is over 18. So they use these as well.
Use them to do their dirty work.
Exactly. Well. It's crazy, man. It's hard, you know. But you also have amazing things there, beautiful people, beautiful places to go, and nice things to do, you know.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.